All right, all right. Hello, everyone. I know that some of you have been waiting so patiently, so long. What can I say? May the 4th be with you, my friends. May the 4th. It is May 4th, and we are back with the all-new Team Emmzie podcast. I am, of course, dosrev. I'm the one of the new leaders in Team Emmzie. The podcast lead. Go figure. Now, you're going to notice a couple changes. If you're used to the Team Emmzie Streamer of the Week podcast, we are going to be continuing to do the Streamer of the Week, but we're making some fun changes. And let me go into that for a little bit. So, we took a look at what we wanted out of the podcast. And we thought, what makes Team Emmzie Team Emmzie? And one of the big things was community and helping small streamers and supporting each other. And we really wanted to bring that to the podcast as much as possible. While we love our Streamers of the Week, and we're going to keep continuing to do that program and support the Streamer of the Week, we wanted to do more. Make it not just about one person, but about everyone involved in Team Emmzie. Make it about you. That's one of the things you'll notice right off the bat, is you can see that chat is involved on the screen. Because, guys, if it weren't for you here watching and chatting, what'd be the point, right? So that's the first thing that we've incorporated that you're going to see very easily. The next thing is we've expanded our podcast team. I know that you're familiar with my brother from another mother, Felix Hergood, and you've seen D-Bach as well fill in a couple times when Felix couldn't make it. But we're bringing on a new host this week, and we're going to be looking for more hosts. If you know someone that you think would be a fantastic host for the for the podcast, let me know. Hit me up in Discord. If you've got something you think that would fit well on the podcast, drop me a message. We're all about trying to incorporate as much of Team Emmzie as we can, and I think you're going to be really excited about some of the changes we've got. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, let me just do a little bit of a stipulation here. You may notice the camera looks a little grainy right now. We are trying out some new formats, and so this might not be quite as polished as what you're used to. You'll notice my green screen is not chroma keyed out. Again, I ask you, just bear with us. I think you're going to get you're going to have a good time watching it, and I think you're going to want to recommend that anyone who missed it, check it out on the VOD. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Let me say thank you very much to everyone who showed up nice and early. I see a lot of support from a lot of the people in Proper Nerds, Prepare for the Mediocre, Team Emmzie, all these different communities that we have that operate under the Team Emmzie umbrella. Thank you all so much for being here. I think you're going to have a lot of fun tonight. And you're going to wonder, where did the hour go? How did it go by so quickly? But you know what? That's enough yakking out of me. We're going to start the first section is going to be with our good friend Felix Hergood and D-Bach, who you guys already know, talking to our newest host of the podcast, Coyote Wildfire. So, without any other ado, let me go ahead and kick it over to my friend Felix Hergood. You're on, buddy.
Hey, this is Felix Hergood of the Team Emmzie podcast and the Emerging Gamer podcast, and I too am here without my green screen being taken away. But yeah. We wanted to familiarize the audience with all of the potential hosts. And I have D-Bach here. Hey, D-Bach.
Yes. Hello.
That's D-Bach. Say hello. And then our newest host, there he is, Coyote Wildfire. All right. Am I
Hey.
Coyote Wildfire? Are you taking them both on?
You can call me anything except butt slut.
I'm not going to call you butt slut, but I love it.
I still maintain that I have the best green screen, so I'm just saying, you don't have to chroma key anything out right here.
Yeah, look at that nice. What is that? Like, is that beige?
It's off white.
It's off. It's prison wall brick, isn't it? That's what it is.
It's the white padded room that you have where you're hugging yourself in solitary.
Yeah. So we wanted to introduce you. So I guess let's start with all the basics: the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, the how. Who are you?
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of questions all at once.
We don't have to do them all at once.
All right, so at least you're not asking for my social security number, date of birth.
No, I'm asking that, but that's after the show.
DMs.
He was looking for that.
Of course.
He's trying to go to Vegas.
No, of course.
He's not going to get much, let's be real. So I'm Coyote. A lot of you guys already know me. I'm pretty new to Team Emmmmsie. You can call me Jade. Everybody calls me that too. It's pretty much interchangeable. Words. We're doing good. So, but no, I mean, if you guys don't know me, I do encourage you to get to know me. It's a really great opportunity. I'm pretty new to Team Emmmmsie, and I've already recognized a number of you guys from the chat. Thank you so much for being here. So, I've been streaming since 2015, and so we just hit our 3-year mark on my channel on the 20th of April of this year, which is pretty cool. And
I'm about 3 years myself. So yeah, we're in.
Yeah,
I think I'm right at 3 years also, to be honest.
Well, that explains why the three of us are here.
Yes, of course.
But yeah, no, I'm a variety streamer. I love to get to engage with other streamers. I'm really happy to be here, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
A little point. This is like a pet peeve of mine, but not really. It's not on you. It's people say variety streamer all the time, and I get kind of like, frustrated by because it's not very clear. Like, how do you define variety streamer? So when I say variety, I say franchise streamer. I specifically stream games that have a franchise. It is going to be a variety, but pretty much all AAA bullshit. So when you define variety, what do you mean? Like one day you're playing a sports game, the next day you're playing, like an old retro Nintendo, or like how do you go with it?
Okay, so when you're coming out of grocery shopping with your mom, and you see the candy machines, and there's a variety of them there, and you want to pick one of them or the other. She's only going to give you 1 quarter. You're going to go for the runs because you're going to get a mishmash of everything.
I'm paying for this.
Right? So God forbid you turn that crank and you hold out your hand.
Defining variety right now.
and you get all bananas or limes. Nobody liked the limes. The point being, I do a mishmash. I will not say that I do a franchise. I'm not like a certain genre. Like, I don't really do the battle royales myself. I don't care for them. And that's not to say that they're bad, but as far as I'm concerned, I mean, I see a lot of people who do them and who do very well, but that's not something that I prefer to do myself. The games that I love how you're just shake your head, yes.
Yeah.
So for me, what I'll do are games that I know I like or know very well. Like, for instance, right now on Mondays, I'm streaming Chrono Trigger, which is lauded as one of the masterpieces of the mid-90s 16-bit RPG genre.
Definitely heard that myself.
So for me, I played through that game so many times, but because it just got a new Steam release, I'm playing it because for a lot of people who are new to my channel, or a lot of people who are in my community, maybe they haven't, and it's an opportunity for me to share something with them. Because I know the source material, it also allows me to be as engaging as I can be, as well as knowledgeable.
So a side of it is, we call ourselves variety streamers mainly because we don't want to get pegged and forced to play the same game every single fucking time.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's it.
That's exactly it.
Really, when it comes down to it, it's not necessarily variety referring to the content at hand. It's really just, don't peg me, all right? I don't want to be pegged, bitch.
Yeah. No. Hey, wait. What if you're into that though? Consent is key.
There is that. See, because like most of the people that do the like he was saying, the battle royale stuff, if you're not playing battle royale and somebody comes to watch you, the people are like, oh, why not the battle royale? And then they leave. So I understand completely the variety.
Oh, I definitively turned off people recently in my stream, not because I trashed battle royale because I don't trash them at all. I actually watch them. Today, the conversation I had with somebody, he was asking me why I wasn't playing them. And I said to him, I was like, I like watching them. Like, I don't like playing them because I think the format would be a bad with mixture for my nerves.
Yes, I agree.
I have a tendency to break down into a pool of goo when I'm live. Yeah, like a shaking pool of like angry and salty goo. And I don't want to do that in, in a multiplayer setting because I would be letting team members down, and it's just bad.
At least you break down to goo. I break my controller or my mouse or my keyboard.
Anymore, man. I broke tables, controllers. I'm just not a happy man when I'm not winning.
So it's not just you. You're just gooing on everything at this point.
Yeah. But go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say that it's true. I don't want to get pegged into one pigeonhole or another, but I also, for that format, like, it's also why I don't stream Overwatch. Never mind the oversaturation in some regards with how many streamers already stream Overwatch, but also the fact that the game itself does not preclude me to the type of stream or the type of personality that I want to present and the type of content.
Like an interactive one, because it's really hard to talk to people when you're trying to focus on intense competition, right?
You want that chicken dinner, I mean, you got to go for it, man. I mean, you're going to be spending, 30 seconds to a minute where you're dead silent because you are in the zone. And if you don't, I mean, those half split second moments are going to cost you.
Yeah, I love playing like a big open world game because I can just pause it and just be like, what's up, dudes? How's everybody doing in this stream, I can't do that with that other shit.
No. And my responses and reactions primarily stem from what happens in chat. If I can't have a conversation with my chat or if I can't react. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
I just have to read something from the chat. Coyote reminds me of Jared Leto.
Thorn, you're not the first person to say that, and you're not the last person to say that. I get Jared Leto. Sometimes I get a young Ozzy Osbourne, and more recently, Matt Mercer.
Matt Mercer.
He does the voice of me in Overwatch.
I was thinking of somebody.
Huckleberry.
I was thinking of somebody, but I can't. Oh, you know who you remind me of? Like a young Crispin Glover.
I'm not familiar. Not familiar with that one.
Marty's father in Back to the Future.
Oh my God.
I can see that.
Really?
Yeah, dude. If you were a little bit more abstract in your thought, not that you aren't, but like you'd be him.
I don't know what you're trying to insinuate by that, Felix.
Your voice, you also, the tone of your voice sounds like his voice a little bit. Does anyone disagree with that?
Yeah. I don't disagree. And Darth Beck says that she can see it too.
Yeah. Cool.
I have a question though. Where do you? Oops! I hit my mic. Wife said the same exact thing earlier. She, you went to the tit shop? I said, yeah, I was trying to get some because you won't give me any.
I was gonna say, like, imagine if you called like titty bars the tit shop, like all titty bars. And there's a lot in Florida. So I could understand it becoming that colloquial, like, I'm going to go down to the tit shop for 5 minutes.
Hey, we're back live, too. Everybody heard that? God, so great. I love it.
Got to go down to the tit shop for 10 minutes, guys.
I got to go to the tit shop because I got to get some. Oh, wait. Oh, we're back. Oh, guys.
Oh, hey, that's awkward.
Oh, hey. Hey, so just in case anybody missed the last question again, I said, where is the nearest tit shop? Actually, that's not what I said. What I said was, where in the hell do you get your name, Coyote Wildfire? I
almost wonder if it's taboo to ask the question by this point.
I think it's tabooed at this point, but I still want to know.
Nobody gets to know. Oh boy. Okay, so my father got an Xbox. He got a free trial of Xbox Live. He forgot to canceled the free trial afterward and started automatically billing him every month, and he just left it. He created the name Coyote Wildfire. And Felix asked, well, was it when he was doing like the random names and whatnot? This is well enough into Xbox Live when people had pretty much grabbed up all of the names without like numbers or some sort of X's and stuff like that on it. So no, this was just happened to be free. And the thing was, well, he actually never played online, literally never. In fact, he got so mad at me one time when I beat him in this Godzilla game that he just stopped playing. So I became Coyote Wildfire, and literally everybody just called me Coyote Wildfire from then on, and it kind of stuck, and I was just like, okay, I guess I'm Coyote now. So here's Coyote Wildfire.
When you were younger, did you have more of an? So we did determine off the show that you are about 10 years younger than me. Did you have, when you were growing up, like more of an online group of friends as opposed to an actual group of friends, or did you play a lot of like online games with your group of friends, so they called you Coyote? Like, are you saying that's what they referred to you in real life, or just, when you were live?
People only started calling me Coyote when they met me through the internet.
Okay, got it.
Right, but I mean, it wasn't until Twitch actually that people started using Jade and Coyote interchangeably.
Cool.
Yeah, I know you as Coyote, and I use Jade every once in a while, but whenever me and B-Bach are talking, it's always Coyote.
Well, I mean, I call dosrev, so and Felix is, well, I don't know if that's your real name or not.
You'll never know.
I'll never know.
Felix Hergood was created for a reason until someone doxes me.
That's a bright and cheerful outlook.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So what we already established that you're a variety streamer, and established that you don't do like all that kind of stuff, but when do you stream? When can these people on this fine podcast watch you live?
Well, the best thing to do actually is to go follow my channel. So if you guys are looking to see when my typical schedule is, that's pretty. Why are you pointing, Felix? Why are you pointing? So if you're looking to find what my usual schedule is, I'll always post that. It's in on my channel. I'll have that in the information there. My typical schedule right now: Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays. Sundays are 12 p.m. Eastern Time, -4 UTC, and Thursdays and Mondays are 6 p.m. Eastern Time, -4 UTC. Anything else is kind of like the extra, the icing on the cake, as it were, and I'll usually announce that on my Facebook, on my Instagram, on my Twitter, in the Discord, and the channel feed I use quite a bit as well.
Nice. So quite a bit, actually. Which,
yeah.
I know when I'm watching Twitch, you're always in the top. I'll go to message you, and I'll be like, I'm not going to bother him while he's streaming.
You can bother me. Like, literally anybody who knows me knows that I'm never too busy or too big to listen to somebody's DM. If somebody DMs me, it might take me a day or two, but I always make time for the people who who share in the community with me, or who are just there for the viewership. I mean, the biggest part and the best part of Twitch streaming, as dosrev often says, is having fun. And I think having fun, a big part of that is the friends that you make along the way. And it doesn't matter how big or small you are, whether you're a streamer or whether you're not a streamer, like you guys, like, especially in the event that, let's say, you need a friend and you need somebody to talk to, I'm always happy to lend a hand and always happy to listen as much as I can.
I mean, you better answer, like me, because if not, I'm just going to come drop this giant donation on your screen and just make you cut your stream completely, and just have to just sit there and stare at it blankly until you can answer me.
I have broken down sobbing twice on stream.
I've witnessed them both. That's why I say it.
Why were you sad?
I wasn't sad. I was overwhelmed, actually. This was only a couple of months after I had gotten the affiliate. And during the middle of that whole ramping up my stream, a couple of months, I think, before I got affiliate, I had actually totaled my car. A lot of my followers were there with me. It was back in June of last year, and I was without wheels, and I did not have enough from the insurance to be able to put a sizable enough down, or a meaningful down payment, really, down on a new vehicle. So what had happened was I said, hey, look, if I'm gonna really save up for this, I gotta get another job. I don't have the wheels, so what am I gonna do? All right, we're taking this to Twitch. And I was completely transparent with the viewership. I was completely transparent with my followers. I said, like, look, guys, not for nothing, I know that money is tight and I know that this is hard. I'm not here for your money. That's not my primary motivation. But by the same
But
token,
you fucking need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm carpooling everywhere. I'm asking people for rides. I literally cannot drive myself. I don't have a car.
Mm-hmm.
And Twitch really, really, really.
You guys live out, but you and Rev live out by Rochester. So like out there's just like you're in the middle of nowhere. You're like
Boondocks.
You're in a world of hurt. You lose a car. I mean, I empathize with that.
You can't just take public transit to get there. You can't just call a cab. I mean, Uber is definitely getting more market saturation here. But I mean, even then it would still be about $20 to $30. Yeah, $20 to $30 one way.
Well, I don't know. With gas prices and insurance these days, Uber might actually be cheaper. Has anyone done the math on that? I haven't done the math on it.
I don't think it is, honestly, because I've got a pretty fairly economical car despite what I have at the moment.
I guess it depends on like your car payment, if you have one, the economics of like how much gas your car burns, all that shit. So
when it comes to bits and money, though, there's a lot of people in chat who are coming over from your channel, and I recognize a few of them from my channel. Reset and 5, Alarin, Squidly Marie. There's Miss Raw. I recognize a few of them, and they want to say to me that you have this. I guess it's a dance that you do whenever you get money or bits. So they're requesting me to ask you to do this dance and demonstrate for Team Emmsie exactly what you do when somebody does give you bits or money. So can you do that for us?
I want to see this.
I'm physically capable of doing so, but the unfortunate part is I have this amazing thing called push to talk, and unless I'm pushing push to talk, you get no sound.
You know what?
I mean,
I use this real nice program called Discord, and I know that we're actually on it right now, and it takes like 3 seconds to take it off. And I know that for a fact because I do it quite a bit. So if you could just go ahead and just take it off you click the little cogwheel and you push to talk and you just check it off, and we could see it.
Can you say take it off again for me?
Yeah. Go ahead and take it off.
Yeah. Oh God! All right, fine.
All right. So here we go. Let's do this thing. Let's show them exactly what happens, because everybody here is interested now. We can't just let it roll.
This is tintillating.
All right. So am I coming through?
Oh, you're coming through for sure. Yes.
All right. So typically speaking, now here's the deal.
Uh-huh.
Here's the deal. I'm going to precursor this. All right. This is what I do in celebration, not to exact payment from you guys. I'm not doing this to get you guys to cheer for me. I do this in celebration in response to when people cheer 100 bits or more. Oh God, I do this enough on my own channel.
So here we go. Ready? Here's the donation. Ready? Bling, bling, bling. Bling, bling, bling.
Big bounce and bandy, big bounce and bandy, borf, big bounce and bandy, big bounce and bandy, borf.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Good work.
dosrev cheers 100 bits at Coyote. Yes.
There will be no taking off of my clothes on the stream. We love it. Yes.
You actually take your clothes off?
No, that's against Twitch Streams and Services. Are you kidding?
Yeah, you'd be totally banned.
As long as
I got a 24-hour suspension once just for mentioning drinking alcohol.
Really?
Yes.
Legit. I'm not even kidding you. I had in the title like, hey, if you cheer 1,000 bits, I'll chug a beer in celebration. Essentially, it was what it was, and they're like, nope, you're 24-hour suspension because of self-harm and terms of services violation. You cannot ask people to buy with bits. That's not okay. And especially with gray areas, such as things that are of the sexual.
Wait, what did you say? Buy with bits? What are you saying?
In other words, like if you advertise it, like, for 100 bits, I'll do 25 push-ups, kind of a deal. Like, no, you can't even do that. But apparently, there's some sort of gray area somewhere with subscriptions. Subscriptions, I guess, are a little more noble. So if you subscribe and you respond with that, it's different. But anyways, that's why I always preface it. I do not do it to get people to cheer. You're not buying the dance. I do it in celebration to thank you for it.
Wow.
If it's the cart before the horse, or Go
I
ahead.
actually just watched a stream 2 days ago where it was a father and son, and they were doing push-ups for bits and donations.
Huh.
I can't say because it.
I mean, maybe they just wrote it somewhere else.
Wow.
Maybe they wrote it in their. If they wrote it in their Twitter, would Twitch know?
Maybe I don't know.
It's probably that you put it in your title.
More than likely, yeah.
Yeah, probably just asking for him.
Yeah.
All right, so Felix,
Yeah.
what do you got for him? I've asked a couple
Oh
questions.
yeah, you've just been going, and I just I was like, that bull's loose in the pen. I'm just gonna let that motherfucker.
Sorry. I'm gonna come back.
I don't know. Who, what, when, where? You said all that, right?
Even before you ask the question about DC or Marvel.
I'm not going to. I told you. Did you see Infinity War?
I did not see Infinity War.
Wear the fucking Defender shit. Look at this shit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I've got my old
fan.
shirt from the video game store that I used to work at. All right, it's backwards.
I got the Negan Slugger.
I had a thought earlier, and I fucking cannot remember what it is, because I had a thought prior to the breaks when the shit broke down, but I guess I was thinking earlier about like your community and like so what's the next step for your community? Like, where do you want to take it? Like, some people are content just doing the same thing. What are your hopes in the future for where your community is going to go?
Okay, so I have to start that by why I started my channel in the community to begin with. For me, there's a huge passion to try to impact the lives of others around me. I mean, even if it's just somebody literally right out on the street that I say hello to. If I have the opportunity to do so, I want to take that opportunity, because you never know if you walk past somebody, you see somebody who seems down on their luck, you say nothing, and then you read in the paper the next morning that they committed suicide, right? So I always want to at least try to do something if the opportunity is available. And the same thing happened actually for me with streaming. I'm already doing this. This is my passion. This is my hobby. I've been gaming since I was drooling on my father's keyboard while he was trying to write reports. And so, I mean, it's just part of who I am. So if I'm already doing this, why don't I just kind of throw it out there with the off chance that, hey, what if I make somebody smile? I mean, if I make somebody's day just a little bit brighter, and people know, like if people know me or people have come to my channel, they know that they can talk about things. If something's bothering them or they need a hand or they need a friend, if they need to talk out their situation or a listening ear, they always know that I'm available to do so. So that's why I started the community. So what I'm doing now actually is we've restructured a lot of the Discord. We've taken the Discord and yep, we just had a word from Rev.
Yeah, the producer was yelling at us again, like at top volume. I don't even understand. That's why we all like had dumb expressions and weren't speaking, because he was like screaming. Like Rev just screams.
I was like, who said that?
It's like the voice of God in my earphones. So what we've done is we've restructured the Discord to allow for other streamers and to really help with other streamers. And a lot of that, by extension, has been a lot of talk and promotion and interactivity. We've had a number of our members move into Team Emmmmsie and start networking there. So what we're doing, we're trying to provide a symbiotic relationship and allow them to have access to a great group of people. The folks from Team Emmmmsie Team Emmmmsie is huge, for instance. Right. So there's so many people that they can interact with, that they can network with, that they can meet, that they can make friends with. And I believe that that's not only going to improve their streams, it's not only going to improve their visibility and their growth, that's also going to improve their lives because of the friendships that they have opportunity to make. I mean, you've already got a great support network, sure, but then why not reach into a whole different extra support network that is growing, like it's catching on like wildfire. See what I did there, guys? Where's the sad trombone?
I saw that.
So we've been trying to gear towards more of our streamer members, and likewise by extension, hence why I'm here and trying to bring the folks from my community here to understand what Team Emmmmsie is about.
Well, that sounds awesome, dude. Yeah, and I appreciate you being on the team. Thank you for joining us. We need more of a staff, so it's good that you're here. But now we gotta roll into our next segment. I mean, dosrev, when he gets left out, he just starts to ferment, froth at the mouth. And he's just back there behind the black curtain, like wanting to come out again and speak and be a part of everything that we're doing here. That's so amazing.
See, I like to think of him as the big Wizard of Oz, where like there's just a giant floating head, and then all you hear is a voice come from it, and you're like, "Where's this guy?" And then you look over to the side, and you're like, "Oh, there he is."
So I think the next move that we're going to be doing is we're going to be rolling into a little montage, guys. Is that what it is? We're going to be doing a montage of just some clips of Team Emmmmsie streamers who have been streaming throughout the week, who has submitted themselves into the section, which do you guys know what's the section called where the clips are submitted? dosrev. I'm talking to the producer. Producer.
Well, there's a couple sections in the Team Emmmmsie Discord. There's a Mixer clips and there's a Twitch clips section. So whatever platform you stream on, you can go into the submit.
Yeah, so
your
go
clips.
into whatever section, submit your clips for Team Emmmmsie. So yeah, take it away, dosrev.
Yes, take it away.
Emmmmsie's watching us all with the eyes of the tiger. I go like, oh, with Josh, and then like go, oh, with. What the fuck?
That was good.
I don't even got about that.
First solo, let's go!
Shit's getting real now.
Yeah, it's fine, man.
Oh! Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Footsteps. Oh, two people hacking on me at the same time. Oh my God, please somebody clip this. Please, hold on, let's see if I can do it. Come on, baby, come on.
Got one knock.
They got me. Don't clip it, I'm losing, don't clip it.
Relax, welcome back.
Don't clip it. Do not clip it.
Who's here shooting?
Me.
I knocked one of the dudes out of the car and killed him.
Nice. Are they still there?
They're coming back.
Oh, I see that.
No, what are you doing? What happened? Why did you kill Gas?
No, I did not kill gas.
No. I got wrecked by the car.
Oh my god, okay. Yeah! No! Ah!
Oh no. Okay. Hi everyone. Yeah, so like I said, you know, we're doing some new things here. We're switching things up, and I was sitting there watching just as interested as the rest of you. I hope you guys all enjoyed watching D-Bach and Felix and Coyote just get to know each other a little bit and introduce Coyote as one of the new hosts. And what we want to do now is, as I was mentioning earlier, we want to try to bring the podcast to a place where anyone who watches can gain something out of it other than just entertainment. Maybe you'll pick up a tip or a trick or something, some way to improve your stream. The clips that you just watched, those are clips that we found right in the Team Emmmmsie Discord. So if you have a great clip from this week, if you have something funny or something terrible or something embarrassing, throw it in the Discord. I'm going to be watching and looking and roll those together on Thursday or Friday, and boom, you might be on the podcast without even knowing it, like my good man Game Tangent just was. He said it took him like an hour and a half to get back to that point that he died at, which was just, But let's get on to our next segment. And here's some, if you're a small streamer, if you're a growing streamer, if you're trying to build, you really want to pay attention to this next part. It is May the 4th, so May the 4th be with you. So what we did is I brought on a Sith Overlord to teach you the ways, of growing your stream. So without any further ado, let's bring on my Sith Overlord. Are you there, Master?
Yes, Rev, I'm here. Good. Remember, I am the master, and you are the apprentice. So we're going to teach you today how to master your streams. No lightsabers. Please put those away. Put those away. Okay. All right. Here we go.
This fucking guy.
Borf! M. Coyote!
Borf
bamboozling.
Borf M. Coyote. Yes. So that was one of the reasons we wanted to let you guys know who Coyote was. Get to know him a little bit before we went into this. So as Coyote mentioned, he is a small streamer, an affiliated streamer, and his channel has really taken off in the last several months. So he's agreed to come on today and share some of the tips, some of the tricks that he's used that maybe can help you improve your stream. It's also a good time to mention that if you are a member of Team Emmmmsie, please don't be afraid to make use of our mentor squad. Night Marcher and the rest of the mentors do fantastic work. This is only just a very small portion of what you can hope to get from contacting and getting in touch and hooking up with the mentors. So Coyote, this is you. This is all you, buddy. Where do you want to go? We've got up on the screen here the core values. The core values. Where would you like to go?
Well, these are going to be things that I want to share with you guys. It's kind of easily remembered with master that way, and some things that you as small streamers are going to want to ask yourselves. So first and foremost, we've got motivation. So here are a few questions.
Motivation.
A few questions that you kind of want to think of yourself and do some introspection and self-examination. So the first question is, what are your motives? What drives you? Like, why do you stream? You want to find out where your core values lie. For me, as mentioned earlier, mine was to hopefully bring brightness, positivity, and improve the lives of others one stream at a time. When you start thinking about, as a streamer, something that is bigger than you, more important than just you yourself, it really transforms your motivation. And likewise, what goals do you have in mind? If you set goals for yourself, realistic goals as well as long-term goals, but if you have goals in mind, Set them for yourself, ones that are realistic to reach, and then as you go, set new ones so you can, one, feel accomplished, but two, also watch those baby steps in the progression of where you are, both as an individual as well as an entertainer or community contributor. And then the other, yes.
So one thing that I've noticed, some people doing correctly and some people doing incorrectly, is they'll be a new streamer and they'll have on there, oh, I want to hit 100 followers, and they're at 12, and you're saying, hey, instead of saying I want to hit 100 followers, how about say I want to get 1 new follower on this stream? Like, stay motivated for the little steps, and then they will all add up. If I'm kind of understanding what you're saying.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like, you can set a 100 follower goal if you want, but don't allow that to minimize the one person that comes by your stream and chats with you, or don't allow that to overshadow, the goal of being able to bring light to somebody, or to entertain, or to get better at a game, or to make a new friend. And that actually brings me to the final sub point out of motivation. What do you want to take away from streaming? I mean, do you just want followers? Followers in and of themselves actually don't mean a whole lot on Twitch if it doesn't translate into concurrent viewership, if it doesn't translate into meaningful relationships and friendships, if it doesn't translate into something, again, bigger than yourself. Which moves us on to the next point, which is attitude. So, how do your motives manifest on stream? You as a streamer, you as a content producer, when you're live, what do your goals show in what you do? Like, if you're trying to make somebody happy, are you going to be that person who reaches out? Or if you're trying to reach that follower goal, are you trying to engage every little small step of the way? And how do they color your interactions with others? Do they help you achieve your goals? Because if your attitude is one thing, like, yeah, I'm all about streaming and togetherness, positivity, and supporting my fellow streamer, and then you never network or show up at anybody's streams, well, then you're not helping yourself. Your attitude's wrong.
I'm gonna stop you for a second there. So you have to understand, I've been in Team Emmmmsie for about 1.5 years. I've been around Team Emmmmsie for longer than a lot of the. Almost everyone. I've been in Team Emmmmsie for a long time. And I've seen a lot of people come and a lot of people go. And that in itself is fine. Sometimes you move on, you don't stick with the community. But the one thing that always makes me sad is the people who come in and go, yeah, support, yeah, and then you never see them. And I know for a fact it's because they don't make use of the community as what it is. They think that you can just drop in and just get something, and that's not what it is. You mentioned going out and showing support. It's a community. It's that is the right attitude to have, is being out there, and that's going to tie into some other points that you have later. But it's very critical that you keep the right mindset, the right positive attitude.
Which actually does bleed into the very next point, which is support. That's supporting other people, not just yourself. What do you do to give back to your community, whether it's the Team Emmmmsie community as streamers, or back to your viewership and the viewership of those people who support you? Think about it. If somebody raids into you, you're getting all of their viewers. What are you doing to support them and give back to them, and making sure that they are well taken care of? They're entrusting you when they raid you. They're entrusting you to take good care of their viewership. They have chosen you because they feel like you're a good pick. So what are you doing to show support? When I am not streaming, I spend about as much time networking, supporting other streamers, and promoting other streamers working within the community as I do streaming in and of itself. And that's so, so important.
Can I just mention one thing too there? When you said your community, a lot of people think about Team Emmmmsie as like it's the only thing, but it's not the only thing. Every single member of Team Emmmmsie has their own smaller community, right? Like, we're a great community, but we're huge. Even people who have no other official communities and the only community they use is Team Emmmmsie, you actually have your own smaller community of people who are loyal to your channel, people who you watch them, etc. So we can use the term community very loosely. And supporting everyone in your community or in your network is really one of the key factors to building yourself, as well as building them. And why wouldn't you want to support the people that are supporting you?
Exactly. And that's why we come to T, which is team build. Team building is such a fantastic part of both networking and support. And this is where your attitude... Uh-oh.
Dude, I just realized it says master if you read down the side.
It's an anagram.
I've looked at this for, 3 weeks now, and I just put that together. I just realized that's why you have master all in caps.
How to master your streams.
I am the dumbest man alive. How did I look at that for weeks and not realize that? What is wrong with me? I'm sorry. So you were on team building.
Man. Yes.
Oh,
team
God.
Team building. So do you seek to bring fellow streamers and viewers together? See, Team Emmmmsie at its core is about supporting streamers coming together, becoming stronger and something bigger together. And it's about building something bigger than yourself. So one thing that I recommend when you're team building is not to let that get sullied with competition. If you're going to be doing any competition, compete with yourself, your own goals and your own metrics, while continuing to support one another. Because when you team build, you build a relationship and a symbiotic relationship at that. We get lots of raids. We're happy to host one another. There's the hype squad. There's a lot of great people who are just out there just to provide that added boost, that added support, and to show community and team building in and of themselves. They're all there just for the sake of helping one another.
That's why one of the reasons that... So Team Emmmmsie's had a couple different sort of slogans. You know, streaming together, growing together. One of them is be competitive with yourself, not with others.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what, every single person on Twitch has someone that they think is doing better than them.
Absolutely. And the fact of the matter is there's always going to be someone better than you. Mm-hmm. There's always going to be someone more talented, and that's okay. See, we can't be everything for everybody. We're only one person. But the beauty of it is that when we come together, we can provide so much more to either A, the viewership, B, the members, or C, the other streamers. And that comes into engagement. So with engagement, do you treat each individual with the same respect? If you're talking about engaging, I mean, it's easy to engage somebody where you think that, ooh, I could benefit from this person. It's easy to engage a partner streamer who may be interested in hosting into you, or their streamers and getting excited about that. What about the one person for that one stream that was the only person that chatted with you? Do you engage them just as much? Are you as happy to see them as you are your loyal viewers, as you are somebody who can benefit your stream? Each and every streamer, viewer, subscriber, and community member is valuable and deserves to be treated as such. So don't ever think that you're too big to do the dirty work, to get those thank yous out, to take to Twitter, use the Team Emmmmsie hashtag, and make sure that you get your thanks out there. Make sure even if you're not able to watch or lurk a stream or stream yourself, if somebody else that you know is going live and they've got a goal to set or they're trying to get hyped for themselves, get a tweet out. It's not that hard. It takes a little bit of time, and there are people looking for the hashtag Team Emmmmsie hashtag just for the sake of getting the opportunity to retweet it. I mean, and then plus, what about all those other people that see that hashtag, see your tweet saying, this guy's going live, I love this person, etc. I love dosrev. He's been a lot of fun. He's been a really cool guy. He's been playing Factorio, but sometimes he plays Battletech, and sometimes he plays Darkest Dungeon, and I think he's a fantastic guy. You should see his whoop whoops. Go follow him. And then if I'm busy at work, well, guess what? There are all these other people who now get to see that tweet. So again, we are never too big and never too small to engage our fellow community members. And no matter how big or small their problems are, you're always there to serve. So that brings us to our reciprocate. Team Emmmmsie is a fantastic community for both hype and support. There's the hype squad again, and if you network there are people who will get to know you, and plenty of people who are just looking for the opportunity to lurk somebody and do their due diligence as a networker to show their support for you. And there are people that are looking to just get tagged when in your going live tweets. I mean, there's a whole, I forget the name of the channel, dosrev, if you could refresh my memory on that. But there are people who have signed up just to be tweeted at.
You know what? I can't check the Discord while we're doing this, so I'm not 100% sure which one you went. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. But the point being, make sure that you're in the Team Emmmmsie Discord, and there's a great, fantastic resource there because there are people who want to know that you're going live so they can show their support for you. Do your part. Pay it back. If somebody decides to raid into you, somebody decides to get some hype going for you, make sure to at the very least, express your thanks. Make sure to do it personally, to tag them in a tweet, to lurk their streams, to raid back into them. But even if you've not been raided or hosted, pay it forward. I mean, if we're here to help and support one another, well, a great way to get your name out there and for people to find you is to be a community contributor and supporter as well. If you're playing as a team member and helping other people out, do what it takes to give back to the community even before it gives back to you. And you will be recognized.
Coyote, listen, I mean, you personally know how much I love you, brother. You know, I'm glad I got to come up and hang out with you in real life for your birthday, and I'm looking forward to it soon. You know, we're gonna do an IRL stream with you and your beautiful fiance soon. Thank you so much for joining the podcast team. Thank you so much for dropping the knowledge on everyone. And I look forward to working with you more in the future and next Friday. But we are pretty much out of time, so I'm gonna say goodbye to you right now and just talk to the rest of talk to everyone for just a minute, okay?
All right. Well, my friends, may the fourth be with you.
May the fourth be with you, Coyote. And you know, again, don't just thank you. Okay, so that is going to wrap up the relaunch of the Team Emmmmsie podcast. I hope everyone here had as much fun watching it as I did running it, watching some of my favorite people, Felix, my brother from another mother, Coyote Pup, and I mean, D-Bach is just one of the greatest guys I've ever known. I'm so excited to be working on this new podcast with them, and I look forward to working with you. Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right. The podcast is looking for more people. If you think that you'd be a good podcast host, or if you know someone that you think would be a good podcast host, or if you think you have a good segment for the podcast, please get in touch with me on Discord or message me on Twitch and I'll try to get back to you. We've got a lot of great things coming back up in the near future. The Streamer of the Week is coming back soon. So you'll probably see two of our hosts, myself, Coyote, D-Bach, or Felix, talking to the Streamer of the Week. And then we're going to mix in some more fun stuff like those clips or the informational segment with Coyote that you just saw. And I'm going to tell you guys a little something. Emma herself is excited to be on. So that's going to be coming. If you haven't had a chance to really hang out with Emmmmsie herself, you're going to want to make sure you're here Friday nights, 8 o'clock p.m. Friends, thank you so much. I'm going to ask one more thing before we get out of here. Stay tuned for just a minute, because what we're going to do is we're going to drop that big-ass host bomb on someone who deserves it in the team. I went and looked. He is live. Let me just double check right now because I did look like 3 minutes ago. So God knows if he, you know how that goes. You look and they're live, and then all of a sudden they're not. Yeah, he's still live. This guy deserves it. Go and blow up his chat. Show him the Team Emmmmsie love. I promise you'll enjoy it. And last but not least, make use of the Discord. Friends, get in there, get connecting with other members of Team Emmmmsie. Grow yourself, grow other people. We work together, we grow together. And if you know anyone who didn't get a chance to catch this live, tell them to check out the VOD. Even with the technical issues, I think it was pretty good time. So on that note, we are going to get on out of here. I will leave you with a big up. Everyone in Team Emmmmsie, Whoop whoop! Take care, my friends. Oh, I gotta do right. You know what? I don't have my outro screen. Well, this is the intro screen, but we'll pretend it's the outro screen. On that note, go show the Duth some love. He deserves it. And we'll see you guys soon. Love you all. Bye-bye.